It is his.
His?
His pain. His own. He made it.
I don't understand. Well, I don't. I mean, there's nothing meritorious about being in pain. That's just pure old masochism.
I'm talking about passion, Hester. Do you know what that word meant originally? Suffering. The way you get your own spirit through your own suffering. Self-chosen, self-made. This boy's done that. He's created his own desperate ceremony just to ignite one flame of original ecstasy in the spiritless waste around him. All right. He's destroyed for it. Horribly. He's virtually been destroyed by it. But one thing I know for sure, that boy has known a passion more ferocious than I have known in any second of my life. And let me tell you something, I envy it.
You can't.
Don't you see? That's what his stare has been saying to me all this time. At least I galloped. When did you? I'm jealous, Hester. Jealous of Alan Strang.
That's absurd.
Is it?
Yes, utterly. Utterly.
I go on about my wife. Have you thought about the husband? The finicky, critical husband with his art books on mythical Greece? What worship has he ever known? Real worship. Without worship, you shrink. It's as brutal as that. I shrank my own life. No one can do it for you. I settled for being pallid and provincial out of my own eternal timidity. The old story of bluster and do bugger all. I didn't even dare to have children. Didn't dare to bring children into a house, a marriage as cold as mine. I tell everyone, Margaret's the Puritan, I'm the pagan, some pagan. Such wild returns I make to the womb of civilization. 3 weeks a year in the Mediterranean. Every bed booked in advance, every meal paid for with vouchers, cautious jaunts in hired cars, suitcase crammed with kaopectate. What a fantastic surrender to the primitive. And the primitive, I use that word endlessly. Ah, the primitive world, I say. What instinctual truths were lost with it. And while I sit there baiting that poor, unimaginative woman with the word, that freaky boy is trying to conjure the reality. I look at pages of centaurs trampling the soil of Argos, and outside my window that boy is trying to become one in a Hampshire field. I sit there night after night watching that woman knitting, a woman I haven't kissed in 6 years. And he stands for an hour in the dark, sucking the sweat off his god's hairy cheek. Then in the morning, I put away my books on the cultural shelf, close up my Kodachrome snaps of Mount Olympus, touch my reproduction statue of Dionysus for luck, and go off to the hospital to treat him for insanity.